My name is Sloan, aka Art Plebe, and you're watching Strange Hungers on Total Party Kiss. Strange Hungers is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition horror campaign. It details the secret history of the infamous Fulcrum Expedition, and is played in the homebrew world of Senelji. Join us as our characters venture deep into an icy wasteland, and discover the secrets of the chaos at the borders of their world. Please be aware, this campaign includes themes of body horror, trans and queer experience, religion, violence, and loss of agency. As such, viewer discretion is advised. Now let's meet our players. Kiara is an Aasimar warlock cleric multiclass and is played by Pooja. Pooja is an attorney and TTRPG player, writer, and streamer. You can find her on Twitter at Pooja and on Twitch and Instagram at Poojabberwocky. Barden is a half-orc barbarian and is played by Shan Benian. Shan is a freelance illustrator and comic artist whose work has been featured in the Adventure Zone Crystal Kingdom graphic novel and the Alleyman's Tarot. You can find them on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram at AnonBDraws. Owesh is a snow elf wizard and is played by Sarah Chafee. Sarah is a TTRPG content creator and performer. You can find them on Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok at SarahIsCoffee, also everywhere else on the internet. Tazriel is a tiefling orc rogue and is played by VJ Harris. VJ is a platinum best-selling DM's Guild author, as well as DM, TikToker, and writer. You can find him on Twitter and TikTok at VJH Creations. Matthias is a human paladin and is played by Sloan Smith. Sloan is a stream producer, graphic designer, and TTRPG performer. You can find them on Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok at ArtPlebe. And finally, Strange Hungers is written and DM'd by Alex Teplitz. Alex is a writer, game master, and TTRPG designer. You can find him on Twitter at Alder_Mancy and on TikTok at Aldermancy, as well as creating games on Ko-fi and itch.io at SwordGhost. Once again, our content warning. This stream will feature content including body horror, trans and queer experience, violence, religion, and loss of agency. Safety tools are in place for our players, and we can stop the stream at any time in the interest of their safety. Thank you so much for tuning in. And now, on with the show.
Hello, and welcome back to Strange Hungers. Last we left off, the party concluded their shark encounter, made their way back onto the ship, and began to go through a series of conversations individually between Tazriel and Atari, between Folkley, this mage who revealed herself to be a fog, someone who shields a ship from being seen, and a bit of a sweet moment between Folkley and Barden was had, as well as a more intense conversation between, I think, Neve and Owesh. Am I missing anything? What else happened last time?
I don't know, but you're kind of serving a little ASMR right now.
Yeah. I think it was a convo between Neve and Kiara, actually.
Even
and then
Kiara.
and Owesh had an intense conversation.
That was me. That was my bad. Not even Kiara, and then our mage and our Blairlock went head to head a little bit. Oh, and
head to not head.
head
to one brain cell.
Very good.
Cool.
Oh, and then Agnita showed up.
Agnita had things to say about it. Excellent recap. No notes.
No notes.
Everything is fine.
Everything is so fine. A strange dream came to our barbarian in the night, reminding them of their father. Barden, you wake up next to your two companions. That final statement lingers on your tongue. A promise you cannot make anymore. The rest of you come to consciousness. You all have gained the benefits of a short rest. So if you have not yet done that, if there are any rolls you need to make or things you need to set up for your character on this initial short rest, feel free to let me know about those as well.
We made it to Net 13th. We made it.
Net 13, baby.
We're so close.
What day of the week is it?
It is Ruo,
Nice. That's not the day of the week.
isn't it?
Ruo is a month.
It's a month.
Sorry, it's Rolls Day.
It's Rolls Day.
It's Neth, it's Rolls Day. I got mixed up because they both start with an R.
Yeah. It's
Excellent.
Rose Day.
Neth 13th. Oh, exciting. I think, what is it? Varun is at half-mast today. And Titan is almost full. It is the month of memorials. And Roll Day is kind of like Monday. So you guys are starting off.
Fucking
Another
working for
Rolls
the
Day,
weekend,
right?
baby.
It's also,
You know, yeah.
there's this cool little, I don't know if we said this on stream, but there's this cool little thing about how I started the campaign over a year ago now, because last time was our year anniversary, and I was like, guys, like the Halloween holiday is coming up in game. Maybe if we like start game, we could get to the Halloween holiday around Halloween, and then we just like pushed back, and I like made this bold assumption that we could somehow get through 2 weeks of time in game in like 2 weeks of play, and I was very
Absolutely
wrong.
not. Absolutely
Very
not.
wrong. But the cool thing is that we've come around full circle, and it is now almost Halloween, and the day of mourning is coming up in 3 or 4 days.
Nice. We made it.
Thrilling.
Also,
Ain't
now
that
that
a
we
thing?
said Rolls Day, and now I'm just thinking of Agneta being our Garfield. It's just like, oh, I hate
I
Rolls
hate
Day.
Rolls
Rolls
days.
I feel like if you ever have merch, we need that.
Shan, take a point of inspiration.
Yay.
Thank you.
I
I'll need
will-
it, maybe.
I will say,
Mhm.
usually we do rolls in the beginning of the day to figure some shit out. Considering that we are nearing the day where Awage was like, Matthias, bitch, get in my room. That's tomorrow. So I'm just gonna put Awage at a hearty bad. Not the
Awesome.
worst, but bad.
Good, good.
Having a tough day. Also, if my camera dies in the middle of this, bear with me. I might need to switch. But...
There.
Okay.
We can fix it in
So-
post, it's fine.
You can Photoshop me in post. I'll just freeze like this, and then you can like do a sort of that like blur transition to the front-facing camera.
Magic. Movie
And also
magic.
Photoshop a moving mustache onto me and a pair of wings, and
It's not gonna happen.
All of that will look really good and not bad at all.
Okay. We begin our morning. You have all woken up. Let's go through a little daily routine. Let's return to that. It's been a while.
Return
What
to
do each of you
routine.
do this morning?
Ooh.
Beginning with Maddie Boy. You usually get up the earliest.
Yeah, he is up early. He gets up. He is feeling good. Physically, he's kind of like
Brag.
his he's like he gets up and he does his conditioning as he does every day. His lungs are fucking feeling good. His muscles are working. And he just like goes through his training and gets out his greatsword and goes through some steps, some forms, and goes kind of hard, and then takes some time, wipes off the sweat, and will probably at some point wait for Kiara and be like, let's do some training, because they've been getting a good system going of doing some grapple training.
Excellent. So then, Kiara, what does your morning look like?
Kiara wakes up like a Disney princess. No, I'm kidding. Kiara wakes up with a big stretch.
A
Okay,
songbird flies
Are
in
there
through the
birds?
window.
Yeah, are there any little birds?
How
A
does he get to the
like,
ocean?
Listen.
seagull lands on the porthole, and then there's a cat paw that just.
Yeah,
Oh my
Agneta, you got the right thing. You do not want a seagull.
Yeah.
I live
Yeah.
by the sea. You do not want seagulls.
No. I've had seagulls steal my fries. Anyway, fucking assholes. Kiara wakes up and I think she rolls out of bed, gets dressed for training. I think they're slowly getting like they're starting to have fallen into this new routine with Matthias because no, Kiara's previous life did not involve physical activity first thing in the morning. No. But, you know, wake up, have tea, have a snack, walk around like a Disney princess, say good morning to everybody, as like birds chitter in a song in everyone's brain.
Good
Good.
morning, miss. Good morning.
Yeah. It's like Belle, but less judgmental. And then... Listen, Belle's really judgy. I love her, but she's very judgy. They will join Matthias. And I think it works out because by the time Matthias is done with his own training is about the time Kiara will wake up. So, like, by the time he shows up, it's time for her training. So yeah, they're having a good day. They had a really great conversation with Agnetha last night. You know, feeling very loved, feeling very It's nice when, like, you know, Agnetha is a busy person. Like, Kiara gets attention on and off. So anytime when you're like, it's like, there's a gaggle of children and, like, mom paid special attention to you. Like, it's a good feeling. And as we've covered, special attention is not given to Kiara growing up.
Interesting note. What level up did you take, Pooja?
I did take a new level in Cleric.
A new level in Cleric. Then this warm feeling that you wake up with is peppered by a strange remembrance of a dream, not one that involved your patron, but rather just floating again on a burning ocean. You spent some time under the water now and have a unique ability due to your tattoo that allows you to submerge within it. So this feeling of weightlessness, warmth, fire surrounding you, I would call it very comforting.
Yeah. Was the ocean made of blood?
Of course it was. Of
Okay,
course.
cool.
Of course, obviously. Or wine. It could have been wine.
It could have been wine. Kiara did
definitely
not
red.
taste it, but Kiara did try to see how see-through it was. You know.
It was
Important
thick
things.
and red. I'm going to take us all over travel to level with party to the guild star. We need a visual reference. There we go. Okay, and what does Oasia's morning look like?
Oh, you know, same thing. I wake up and a bird sings in my window. No. Waish wakes up and can't feel their hands. They wake up slowly. They were sleeping. They did not go to bed sleeping, which is something that happens to them sometimes, that they'll begin a trance and then they will drop down into sleep without intending to. So that happened to them last night, and they wake up and they are in a good amount of pain, but specifically in their extremities, they are no longer in pain and they cannot feel anything at all. So they take a breath, try not to panic, look down at their hands and use that visual aid to move them as best they can, and cast their unseen servant to help them get up and start the day.
Okay. And Barden and Tazriel, you two have been abandoned by Kiara.
Well, actually, I abandoned both of them first.
Ah, Taz, what does your morning
Wow.
look like?
I got up at the ass crack of dawn to go get Neve to train. Because my
Oh,
understanding is she has a lot to do around the ship, and I'm like, we're not gonna.
she does, yes.
Yes.
Give me, let's do, call this a strength check, Tazriel.
Okay, that's not bad. 16.
Okay. Ah, pretty good. Let me move all my dice. Ho ho ho. You manage to pull Neve out of bed. It is quite difficult. Seems like she's holding on to the cot under the covers, and you have to kind of dump her off, and she groans and looks up at you and says, "Not today. I'm just not feeling it this morning. I'm just really tired." And then you are able to get her to her feet.
If we
We
don't do
have
it
to-
today, I'll be here an hour earlier tomorrow.
Okay, fine.
Fine, we do it today, or fine, or
No, well, okay. I mean, I'm already out of bed, so.
okay. All right. Come on.
And yeah,
You're getting pretty good with all the practice. I'm less worried about you
You are-
dying when we get to the waste.
that's so nice of you. And you take her up to train as well. You and Matthias can kind of make eye contact wherever you are on the deck or where there's space in the main hold going through these exercises. She is getting a little bit better. She no longer drops things as much. So, and listen, like Neve is trained with a weapon. Like she has her two little short swords that she uses, but it's more like she is proficient with them, but anxious about engaging, and like hitting you back, that kind of thing. So it's more like overcoming that kind of awkwardness to allow her to turn some of the skill into actual defense.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the days we'll simply just have a thing where I stand there and I'm like, hit me, won't move, won't try to just be like, just pummel me with these wooden swords. They're not the real ones at this point.
Gotcha. So excellent, you complete that, and then finally, Barton, what does your morning look like in the aftermath of this dream?
I think she's very surprised to find herself alone. Because she's
Mm.
probably the one who wakes up first out of this trio. And maybe the dream was so rough that kind of her body was like, extra sleep. You know, we're gonna stay here, thank you very much. And just waking up in the bed alone and like, and taking a very mental inventory of herself, just like looking at her hands as she had in the dream, just running her hands through her hair, just like taking stock of what she looks like right now, and just okay, and maybe not doing her exercises this morning like she usually does, like the Matty routine, the pouring routine, but just sorting out her sword, writing out her dream, maybe beginning a letter to her dad and then stopping partway through and just putting the book away, and going up to deck and being like, just who needs a hand? I'm strong. Come on, who's got something for me to do just to distract herself?
And Rock is actually on deck today. She's been in her cabin quite a lot lately, but this morning, there we are. They are up and at 'em. And you step up onto deck. She says, I can definitely put you to work today. We need to move some cargo around. It's pretty important.
Absolutely. Lead the way. Or...
Yeah. And ends up giving you some directions along with Tatari to move some stores. You've been going through some of the food, so taking some of the empty crates, moving them around, consolidating things so you can bring forward more storage, etc. And just kind of like compact down, make sure that there's room. Also checking that, checking that everything is sealed since you have done the transition recently to go from below to above water. So they like to go through and make sure everything's sealed, everything's safe, nothing's broken, nothing's soggy, etc.
Yeah, happy enough. Do I spot any rats on the way? You've kept mentioning rats, and now I'm nervous about rats.
Give me a perception check.
Don't know why, but I just is there a secret person on board? Oh, that's only a 10.
And all right, Chester is so sad. I don't know if you can hear in the background.
If I come outside in the morning and I don't give an adequate amount of love, he's like, my mother has abandoned me. They're never coming back.
With a 10, you see a rat. It's small and kind of nasty looking. This isn't a cute one. You can tell maybe it's been chewing on some of the ropes and but you don't see, there doesn't seem to be a huge infestation or anything like that, at least not that you've picked up. But that might be that they don't like you or that...
Wow. Rude. How dare these rats not like me? Rude.
Listen, there has to be some vermin in this world.
Look. Yeah.
No.
We love all animals. Do you want me to roll to do the shifting? Or are you good? The moving things around.
Oh, yes. Please give me an athletics check.
Where's my athletics? There you are. Please be nat. I think I wasted my nat 20 in this game already. Because that's a 28.
You did not. Now, here's something cool and new that I have for you guys that I'm very excited about.
Ooh.
You know how I've been having you make identity saves, things that are related to the core of who you are as a character and holding on to that.
Yeah.
I've been thinking a little bit. I've been thinking, and it's positive, I promise. I've been thinking a little bit about how to kind of lean into that idea of the core of a character and holding on to their identity, especially now that you know a little bit out of character on a meta level about some of what you're facing, the idea of change and transformation and losing yourself on a perilous journey. There are certain checks that we make in D&D where, again, it's just like a single DC that you pass or fail. But certain checks that are related to who you are as a character and doing them and setting out to do them, fulfilling something that your character would be really good at, I think is helpful to maintaining that sense of identity. So because you chose to do something that your character would be good at, and you succeeded extremely on that check, you moving some crates around and doing a good job on it would have been a DC 5. You are very likely to pass it, and you've gotten a 28. So I am going to give you, and it's important that you mark this down either on your character sheet or somewhere you can keep track of it, you now have an identity point, which is something that can help you with those identity saves, or can be spent in the face of something that would maybe make you lose a sense of who you are, to say, I hold on to this memory of something I did that made me feel like myself.
Like that. That's neat.
Hi, I love that.
Cool. So mark down an identity point, and that's a resource that'll just stick with you for the rest of the campaign until you spend it.
So I'm juggling these boxes.
Yes, you are. It's just it's not
in the palm of my hand, just where can you eat this?
It's more like, I think what this represents to you, Barden, is that this is something you feel like you could do every day. You really enjoy it. And part of just having a routine on this ship feels natural to you. It's enjoyable. You feel like your skills are being put to use, that you've made a difference, that you've done a good job, and that people appreciate that you've done a good job. It's a good feeling.
Yeah. That's a good way to start the day after all that. Yeah. And just turning to Tatari and just anything else? Anything else I can do?
If you, I mean, Tazworl said that he would be helping me in the kitchen a little bit, but if
Oh.
you want to help me do some shopping or food prep ahead of time, I would definitely appreciate that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm on it.
All right.
Just-
And then you help Atari with breakfast.
Breakfast.
Gets a little apron.
Ah!
Cute little apron. Ties her in the middle.
Very
Like,
cute. You have some of
It's
the
cut
fabric
in half.
and spices from your dad as well, so you can maybe add a little bit
Ooh.
of that into breakfast.
That's spice.
Okay. Now that you are... That's what
Take it
Matthias brings to the table. Anyway, now that you have all began your morning routines, Tatari has breakfast ready for you and the crew. It looks like a fog cover is rolling in. It is not
Yes.
stormy necessarily, definitely chilly. And you are now passing through a series of ice floes on either side of you. The icebreaker prow occasionally is put to use, but Matthias, you know that you are not necessarily reaching a point of like breaking through and traveling through ice as much, but rather that the icebreaker prow is there to break up anything that is ahead of you that might be dangerous. You are definitely sort of moving into like the deep Kvekdal. You are not necessarily passing by a lot of islands. There's not a lot of that, but you are like deep in the midst of the straits between Upper Skyholm and Valkyrie.
Be wary. We're among the straits.
Good.
You know
Good,
what?
actually.
DM, may I petition for an inspiration for that? for Sloan?
I will allow it. I will allow an inspiration.
Thank you, Pooja, for being there for me.
I'm
You know
nothing
what?
if not an advocate.
I'm
Oh
an
my
ally.
You're such an ally.
You know what, today it seems like the perfect day to fucking shuck that armor, baby, and pull on my fuzzy hoodie. Nothing's happening today. It's a fuzzy hoodie day, bitch.
I feel like
You
you're
finished
always like, no
breakfast.
armor, and then it's like death.
Alex is
We
just
got
like
the armor.
that.
I specifically said to Sloan out of game that I love how much Matthias takes his armor off, because it just makes so much sense that like you that you would not just like wear it all the time if you're just like around on a boat. It just it's more comfortable. And Matthias also has to like take good care of his armor. It's a precious resource. So like not wearing it every day, it's less sweaty, you know. You don't have to,
He
like,
lets it air out. a
shine
little
it
bit.
down. Yeah.
It's cold,
definitely got
it's
that
chilly, it's
musky
foggy.
scent.
It's a fucking stay inside and read a book with some tea kind of day. So
And a blankie.
and a fucking blankie. Thank you, Pooja.
I'm here for
You
you.
go back to the room to like, you know, you kind of got ready and you were in your workout gear, you put on your sweater, and Vice is just smoking this pipe. She says, I think today I am going to get very high.
It's a good day for it, I think.
Yes. Ooh, I feel like something is coming.
What do you mean? Like your joints or
No, that's me out of character.
Are you?
Not where I went with that.
What are you implying about my joints?
nothing. It's just sometimes you talk about, you know, you can feel the weather changing in your knee, and I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop now.
No, we are reaching that point of our journey, and I've made this crossing many times, where deeper in the ocean, you face more and more strange creatures. So, that's all. I'd rather enjoy myself before any more danger comes to pass.
Me as well. That's why I'm wearing this. He pulls on the hoodie. And Vice
look
knows
like-
what the hoodie means.
You look like a sheep.
Good.
Okay, Valerian.
Can I have some of that?
Yeah. All right.
He'll kick
You
back in the
two-
apartment with
No.
Vice for a little while.
Nice. Now we are beginning another day of travel, and as I've said, the fog cover is going to make the DC for these encounters a little bit different because it's a little bit harder to see. You guys, I'm kind of taking like you are contributing, helping out. So in this case, the DC for these encounters is going to be a 14, and I would love if someone could roll a d20, and you're going to add +3 for today.
I got it. Oh, nope. We just got it.
Nope.
Okay.
Go
Before
ahead.
BJ.
Wait.
Dylan's got it.
Okay. Oh, well, it's the only time I've
First
ever
dice.
rolled well.
Oh,
Hey.
That's a 22.
You roll well for not yourself.
Yeah,
Often.
that's true.
that's a group check. Excellent. That is going to shave a little bit of time off your travel,
Oh,
actually. with
nice.
22.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Matthias, you relax with Vice a little bit, and then, you guys are all kind of collectively on deck. There's a particular scent in the air that's very strong that you pick up on that's more of that oil. And knowing that and kind of anticipating it, you are able just like to direct wine to travel around it. And you end up finding a strong current and a strong wind even through the fog, and avoiding a lot of these larger chunks of ice, so you're not getting caught up in moving through them, pushing through them, moving around them. You just pretty smooth sailing. And on that note, there aren't a lot of other vessels, but you do actually see in the distance 1 or 2 vessels kind of around like the area you go by that looks like they are oil collecting ships.
Mhm.
These are thick, they're made out of metal, and they're mostly submerged. You just have like kind of a
Interesting.
layer on the top that you can see, almost as if you took a boat and kind of turned it upside down, I would say. Not a boat. It's more like it's just kind of a scoop into the water and then a flat top.
Yes.
People can like walk around on top, but most of what's going on is below, and there's just like steam that's puffing out this black smoke of these refinery vessels.
Neat.
in the
Damn.
distance.
Watch those guys pass by.
Yeah.
Uh,
So yes, with that 22, you are in for a day of smooth sailing.
fucking R&R, baby.
Yeah.
Yo.
It's pretty cozy. So, is there anything else that you guys would like to do today?
I would like to talk to Barden.
Okay.
Were you finger gunning, Vic? Okay.
All right.
Shan, my first question: do you think your dream had you like, I don't know, tossing and turning at all? Like, is it noticeable to any of us that like, well, Kiara sleeps like a rock, right?
Kara was floating in blood. They didn't feel anything.
Yeah.
Having a great time floating in blood.
I'm imagining the parts where they were trapped in that spiderweb thing, definitely just stiff and twitching and maybe some sounds. But yeah, Barden sleeps pretty good. Like, it's rare that Barden has a nightmare.
Okay.
So you might notice.
Yeah. So I guess
I mean,
after...
you could roll to insight or, perception, I guess. Or
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Passing.
I think just sleeping next to Barden, you don't need to roll for that. You just pick it up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, something like... Okay, so I guess after you're done moving stuff around and helping with breakfast, I think Taz might actually, when we're eating, be like, do you want to talk while we're eating?
With a mouthful of eggs, like, yeah. I mean, we can talk. We talk a lot. We can do that. Are you okay? Are your eggs alright? I actually didn't have anything to do with the eggs. That was Datari. They're really good, but I was more the home fries section.
Oh, everything's delicious. Everything's delicious.
Okay, good.
Do you want to? Anyway, just kind of points like I don't know, a corner that's nobody else's in.
Oh my gosh. Just doles out a lot more food before like picking up their plate. Just like, okay, yeah, sure.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
Give us a moment, because I gotta...
Yeah, it's gotta re.
Alright, there we go, we're good.
Okay. Are you doing okay?
probably another mouthful. Just
Mm?
yeah. Do I
You
not
did-
look okay?
No, you look fine. You look great. No, you just usually you sleep pretty well, and it just felt like you might have maybe had a weird dream last night, and I'd actually been kind of meaning to check in. I'm seeing you like have some new abilities, which very useful, very cool. Just how you're feeling about that and stuff and things.
I think she just takes a moment, just like, that's a lot of questions. Yeah, the kind of leans in. The new things are pretty cool, gotta admit. Like being able to breathe underwater, that's new. Also, like, you have you seen that I can stick to things?
Yeah,
I could just go up a wall.
saw that.
Isn't that cool?
It's really cool.
I mean, I think it's cool. But it's definitely. I keep thinking that maybe I wouldn't have discovered it if I'd never left. Like being out here and learning new things helped whatever it is discover these new things, which is kind of exciting. It feels kind of good. Like I'm made for it, you know? Like it's not bad. Maybe if it's useful. And it was useful. Like I didn't have to take up a shell. I've been able to climb things better, and maybe I mean the dream wasn't so great. But otherwise, yeah. Sorry.
I'm. He's got like a big like smile on his face. I mean, I hate that you had a bad dream. Those are. Whew. I'm glad that all of these new changes are exciting and joyful for you. I know you're talking to SK about all this, and like his voice gets lower when he says that. I just wanted to check in because I know when he manifested new abilities, they were a source of stress for him, and just wanted to make sure you were feeling okay.
Well, I'm really sorry that he felt stressed about it. I can get the whole, keeping it in and trying to keep it in, keep it hidden. It's not great. But I guess it's been nice to be here and a bit more free. There's space for me to do that. Like, because even if I make a mistake and maybe if I'm around someone that doesn't take it so well, I can go, right? I could just go. That would make sense. But I know that at least, most of our party are fine with that. With me not being so normal. Fingers crossed. Just sort of does like tucks her hair, just like self-consciously tucking her hair behind her ears. Just, I think it's okay. I think my dad would probably hate it, but sorry. How have your dreams been? If we're
Fine.
talking about dreams.
They've actually been fine. I've
Yeah.
gotten to stroll down memory lane a little bit lately. Just been a bit fun.
Oh, a good stroll.
Yeah, a good stroll. My younger
Ooh.
days.
Is it something I'll read about at some point?
Maybe.
Because I love my stories.
Actually, as you say, read about. His face gets really hot. Speaking of read. Speaking of read about. Was that okay? What I shared was that I thought it'd be. I thought it. He stops talking. He's blabbering.
Takes Barton a minute and then just remembers what he's talking about. The story about him sleeping with a mother and a daughter at separate times, and she just sort of flushes high on her cheek because she'd remembered trying to go for it and just being like her slow orcish and just being like going back and be like, did I miss? Nope, I read that right. And just like, no, it was actually a very good way to, I don't know, definitely more interesting than the grammar books I used to have. Definitely more interesting.
I thought it'd be a.
You actually did that.
I did actually do that.
Was it good?
Yes, absolutely.
The immediate yes. Just like, I guess I can get that. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I guess I just work a little bit differently to that. But as long as you're happy, it's all that counts. As long as you don't get caught and run off the streets, I guess. Did you get caught?
I eventually just said it happened. I'm not really
You
one
told
to.
them.
I'm not really one to keep secrets from lovers when it pertains to like in that sphere.
Ah.
No, it was fine. Then both of them like, I don't know, had a little bit of tension with each other for a little bit, but they got over it.
Must have been awkward around family dinners.
See, I did not have that kind of relationship with either one of them, so I never had to see them together. It was more of a, the mom was a one-time thing, and the daughter was when we were both there and wanted to have a good time. So it was fine. I didn't have to deal with that awkwardness, which is the important part.
Well, that's good. You wouldn't try and sleep with my dad, would you? If you're going for parents, you know.
There's a long pause. Well, and then Lower's voice gets in like sultry, seductive mode. I get the feeling if I did that, I'd lose any chance I might have with you, so. No.
Little flush, but also Barton just like. I mean, you definitely wouldn't. He doesn't at all. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Not dating or anything else. Which is, I don't know, is that normal in where you live?
Yeah. Very.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure you'd be flattered. But I think that'd be a no.
But like I said, I got my eyes on you. Laughs and leaves.
Nice.
She just sits there for a second, just like, and then just starts eating to just like put the feelings away. Hell yeah.
Alright. Nice. Rest of the morning passes by. Individual activities that you all are doing.
I have something.
I actually just... Yes. Matthias.
Matthias wants to go find Kiara. Right? We're doing that now, right? We're not waiting for that?
Yeah. Kiara is, well, I think you left, right, to go down into the room?
Oh, yeah. You went to vibe with Vice for a little bit, but only for a little bit. What's Kiara doing?
So then Kiara probably got washed up after the little workout and is, well, they're very into cozy vibes, so they probably are not as bundled up as Matthias is because they carry more heat naturally.
Yeah.
But Kiara's probably, got her version of bundled up clothing, which is so like, instead of it being like a big fluffy blanket, it's like a light muslin blanket.
Yes.
Like a summer blanket.
Yes. A flowy, sort of, maybe like a little moo action, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Nice.
So yeah, I think Kiara is probably on, you know what? I'll say she's up in the crow's nest.
Oh, nice.
Let me get Asar out of there. Yeet.
No, come back.
Bye, bitch. See ya. Oh my god, she is up in the crow's nest. Fuck. That's so nice. Then Matthias is gonna come looking for Kiara. He is going to climb. He's just gonna go ahead and climb up the pole, and then once he gets close enough, he kind of like waffles a little bit and then knocks like on the pole. And
Immediately Kiara's head looks over. Hello?
Do you have room up there for me?
Oh! Yes, of course. And Kiara will hold out a hand to you, even though
Yes,
they
yes.
do not have the ability to help you up.
He takes it out of compassion. But we'll still
You'd be nice.
kind of,
I get
yeah,
it.
we'll scurry up and take a seat in the crow's nest. I was hoping that I could ask you about something.
Yeah, it is a little tight up there. It's
Yeah.
a one-person crow's nest. You're squished in.
And you have Kiara and this absolute mammoth of a man. He's so big.
Yeah, Kiara, you kind of end up like a little bit in Matthias's lap.
Wow.
Oh no! What a tragedy!
Knees knocking together.
Theologian every Sunday.
Every Sunday, we can definitely.
You don't even fit on there.
Oh my god, we can definitely move to some place a little more comfortable. But I wanted to ask you about have you ever done any purifying ceremonies for holy water specifically? Anything like that?
I have not run or been the main person for a ceremony, but I have participated in them. Sometimes it is performed by several people at the same time. It kind of adds to the purification strength.
Yes. See, I've kind of watched maybe from a distance. I think when I went to the temple as a child, but I never participated in any of them. And I was thinking it might be a good resource to have when we go into the wastes, given what we've been running into so far. I wanted to ask because I'd really like to maybe make that happen, and if you have any sort of knowledge about how it goes, it would be much easier to accomplish if if we could, I don't know, work together. Because I've never done it before.
Yeah, I think absolutely that sounds like a really smart idea. We've seen some terrible things, and from what everyone tells me, it's only going to get worse.
Yes.
Yeah, let's we not here though.
Yes.
We
a different place. I did go to Asar and I got some of the resources that we need. Here's a bag. Silver.
We can do it in your room, somewhere out of the way of everybody else.
Yeah.
It'll take some time.
Yes, somewhere comfortable so that, you know, yeah, somewhere where we can sit on something soft, because it'll take like an hour. And then table space, we'll need to get water, but he gestures.
Well, we want as pure water as possible.
Right. So maybe we can dip
trying
into
to
the
see.
drinking water
Yes.
stash. Probably would be too bad. You know, I think it's just like a vial. So
DM, just to check, we haven't been able to take new spells, right?
No, at the end of these short rests, you leveled up. But, sorry, we said that you could re-prepare spells.
Okay, so then, since it is still early in the day, what Kiara will do is, I gotta find where on this list it is, but they have create water or purify or
nice.
something. They have some. I'll figure out what spell it is. They have
Yes.
something that
Purify
will turn
food and
salt water
drink.
into fresh water. Yeah, that one.
Yes. Yes. Good.
Oh yeah, because I don't want to pull from the ship's stores, but honestly, what we can do through the ritual will be more pure than even our drinking stores.
Yes. Okay. All right. So I can get things sort of set up in my room if you'd like to do that.
Okay.
It doesn't have to happen now, obviously, but just at some point. I don't know if maybe you're reading up here or.
I mean, no, I'm happy to do it now. It's totally fine. It's more. I'm just sitting here reading a book. I can read it anytime. It's fine.
All right. Well, I'll meet you downstairs. He's gonna scramble over the edge and then crawl back down. And
Are you going inside? Because either whoever is the first person inside will see as a wish finally like missed breakfast, missed morning, finally like hand clutching the staff. You like get in and just are faced with them looking like fucking pissed, and they just look up at you and then go, "Morning."
Good.
And then pass you very slowly.
Good morning.
That's it.
Can't tell if they're angry at him.
They're probably not. They're not angry at anyone. They're just in a lot of pain, and it just like comes across as pure rage on their face.
I do want to know where you're going, actually, Oash. Where are you posting up?
I think Oash has been trying to like show that they are not. They're a little nervous about showing fear in regards to water, so they've been making more of an effort about getting up on deck. So it's more of a going there to go there and less of a I'm going there to do something. And obviously these like anxieties get bigger the worse things get, so the less they will actually like be doing the things that they enjoy doing, and the more they will be doing things for appearances. So they're out and up on the deck, just like appearing busy.
We don't need to roleplay it out, but Drock will probably just come over and engage you in a very minor conversation.
Mhm.
Just a little, starts kind of talking a little bit about some stuff that's going on with the ship and the journey. You don't necessarily need to pay attention or respond very much. It seems like they're just spending time with you because they're your friend.
Hell yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. It's just talk and you can just kind of nod.
I
Wish will
that.
participate. It's one of those things where like they came up here to do something and try to like appear busy, but it's easier to try to focus on something that is not what's happening with them. So they will place like a weird, inordinate amount of focus on this conversation.
Oh. Yeah. All right. Matthias, if you're looking for what you can do to make it easier is you had already talked to Asar. He's very willing to let you borrow any supplies if you need to like borrow the cauldron or borrow some extra vials or anything to do what you need doing. You can get some stuff there.
Yeah, he'll grab some things to like steady, containers of liquids while they're on a ship.
Yes, he has some of those like little tilty
boys. And kind of just like make things comfy. He definitely retrieves like some chairs with like cushioning because you need back support. And just kind of sets the space up while Kiara is getting water stuff ready. He will do the setup.
Yeah. If you have, so the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna have two bowls, and then so one will be the purified water that Kiara will spend like the 10 minutes to purify, and then what we're going to do is we're going to like pour that water during the ceremony into the new bowl, and then that water, because we've like prayed over it, will be the holy water. So
got it. Yeah,
it's like a transmutational situation almost.
Yes.
So yes, once we're set up, you ready?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Wait. Let me get you. If you all come over to the back of the top of the ship, I've made you a little area.
Oh, we have a little area.
I've made you a little area to
We've got a little spot. Yes.
There you are.
Yes.
Make this a floor.
So
we're gonna sit on the floor on some pillows.
I've got you some bowls. There we are. Excellent. And that's so big.
You're doing a great job.
I'm doing an excellent job. There we go. So Maddie can make, it's not his favorite tea, but some tea. All right,
Some tea.
There we are. You get your sort of setup. Kara, are you using drinking water or using ocean water? What do you purify?
Water.
Ocean water. Frog, one of the kobolds, lowers a bucket over the side for you and pulls it back up. Is this good?
Yes! Thank you so much. It's perfect.
You want anything else?
No, I think that's it for now. Thanks
Okay.
for taking the time to help me.
And goes back to work.
Frog.
Kara would have scuttled over with the water.
You guys have noticed that Frog and Beetle are kind of like the grunt workers in this case. You can't tell if they're just like siblings or best friends, but they're often together and they just do a lot of like little activities to help run the ship. So anytime someone starts like doing something heavy, they go over and assist, or like climbing and doing a lot of rigging stuff. They're the rigging monkeys.
Weren't they at one point described as kissing?
I don't remember. That's why I don't remember what they were doing.
I felt like that was a joke.
They're just gals who are pals.
I think there was a joke. Oh, they're making out in the background.
No,
that was a joke.
Well,
I thought it was a joke and also reality at the same time.
They're kobold pals. You don't know if they're friends or lovers, but They just spend a lot of time together.
They're a bonded pair for whatever.
They're a bonded-
whatever.
Yes.
Kiara definitely doesn't do anything without just looking around for one of them first.
Yes.
Just to cut
I
time.
love that.
Right, so we sit down, and then Kiara will kind of guide us. We'll sit on pillows, and we'll take the purified water in a container that is round bottomed with a neck. Think of it like a classic vase, but it's made of a metal, and it has a spout. And so what we're gonna do is Kiara will say, "Oh, if I may," and reach out for your hands. And what we have to do is create a base of interlocking fingers that go over each other and hold the spout. And then whatever is there a spell you're casting for purification?
Yes, I have a spell literally called Ceremony, and with
Okay.
it I can create a vial of holy water.
So what Kiara will do is Kiara will also call guidance to kind of call upon their divine powers, and hold your hands and essentially cast it while her hands are connected as we pour the water out.
Okay.
Kiara's hands are, I think as Kiara casts that guidance, her hands warm up in yours.
His hands are so cold. They're very cool. I don't want to say they're like terrible to hold on to, because I would love to have a character with whom you can hold hands. But it's definitely the kind of hand temperature where, like, if you were super hungover, you would just love to have that hand pressed up against your face.
Yeah. And I think Kiara's instinct is to, like, put that she's fighting is to put your hand between her hand and, like, give you some friction warmth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Warm 'em up.
You know, everybody always has a thing. It's like, oh, like, the girlfriend's the one with the cold feet in bed. No, not here.
No, my boy he got cold appendages. He's a chilly guy. He's a chilly boy.
But yes, so
he interlaces his fingers as you kind of like guide him in what to do, and will watch very carefully. And probably we can enlist the help of, maybe we can actually bring one of the folks back, the kobolds, and be like, can you just pour this, please? And
Actually, Neve is sweeping over towards the back, and she is looking over at you guys. And then, as you're like going to call one of the kobolds, she steps in and says, "I can help. I've done something like this before, actually."
Oh, perfect. If you could pour into our cup, because our hands are now tied.
Yeah.
hell yeah. So
She carefully transfers the water as you two are holding it. Her grip is very steady, and there's a smile on her face as she does so.
And I think it's hard to like describe. Is it prayer? Who knows? But he is at the very least, like, as this is happening, we'll kind of like focus in and just try and connect to that godly presence or the power that he borrows from in order to like fuel his own to channel, and is going to begin trying to like channel that energy into the ceremony.
Okay. Now, ceremony is just a spell. You don't have to
Yeah.
roll for it or anything like that.
Yeah.
But the two of you are working together on something here, and I really like what's going on. So if both of you want to roll using your spellcasting modifiers, that would be Wisdom for Matthias, I believe, and
Wisdom.
Charisma for... Wait, no, your spellcasting is Charisma. So Charisma for both of you. I mixed that up.
Ooh! Oh! I rolled good! Actually, I got a dirty 20.
Nice,
Oh.
excellent.
I rolled an 18.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Steam.
Imagine if we both got ones and it just like the water just like spontaneously vaporized instantly and exploded.
That's kind of close to what happens actually.
Cool.
But not, it doesn't ruin your water. It's rather that steam begins to issue between your hands, and Kiara, your hands grow warmer and warmer. Matthias, your hands colder and colder to the point where you feel like it might be uncomfortable, but you know when hot water instantly vaporizes and it kind of creates that like steam barrier so you don't get cold? Like if you wet your hand and you press it on hot metal, you won't get burned because the steam creates a protective layer. There's this kind of steam layer between your hands as heating up and channeling, and the two of you, paragons of different eldritch deities, Spine Father, Mother of Flames, coming together in this ritual is a very unique moment. So something additional happens beyond just this holy water. You manage to imbue this vial that you have transformed with a little bit of additional power. You are not sure why, but the water that you have created seems to be perpetually boiling, but the container that you have it in is always clouded over with frost.
Whoa, what? Whoa.
Have you ever been so gay you literally create magic together?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So you're not
Well,
sure
I'm
exactly.
not gay. It's just my magic, I swear.
You're not
I
sure
am gay, but it's also
exactly
just my magic.
what the effect might be, but you have created a magical item. This is not just holy water.
Oh, what? Internet. Huh. I didn't
So
know
I
it was
think
supposed to do that.
So Kiara, after I think both of us are focusing on our sources of divinity, our connection. I think so Kiara's eyes were closed. So when she opens them and looks down, you said like the water is boiling, but the container is like frost covered. Kiara will look down at it and say, I don't know what happened. That is.
So it's not it's. I was.
I'm.
It seems.
That looks kind of funny. Maybe you did it wrong or something. It doesn't normally boil.
How do we know if it worked?
I think it did. It felt like it did.
Yeah. I can do a divine sense. I pop off a divine sense, and I'm just like, did this work?
Remind me what your divine sense feels like.
What it feels like?
What it picks up.
Yes. Until the end of my next turn, I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that's not behind total cover.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I heard a screech. There is no celestial fiend or undead near you, anything like that. And I'm going to sort of interpret and say that you can sense that this water has definitely been sanctified.
Okay.
In some way. So you're not sure exactly as to what purpose. You might need to do something more like an identify to figure it out exactly.
Yeah.
But it would likely contribute to some kind of spell that would create a sanctuary in a place, or have an additional effect beyond just scalding a creature that is sensitive to holy water. Maybe sort of like being able to be used additionally in some kind of magic circle spell, like you would use salt to trap a creature or something like that.
It definitely worked. We did it.
We did it.
Thank you very much.
Oh no.
That was a lot easier doing it with someone else who knew what they were doing.
Only what I've seen, but Did it feel strange to you when we were performing the ritual?
I mean, I suppose it was different than what I had become used to. But I sort of anticipated that would happen, given we have different patrons.
I did not anticipate that. But I guess we've never performed magic together. And that I felt it was so strange. Your hands were freezing cold, but not uncomfortable.
I experienced the same thing, but yours were very, very hot. But not burned. There are burns on my hands, but that's from before. I was, not very careful, apparently, with that cauldron.
Wait. Matthias, I'm right here. You could just...
I don't think of it. I'm sorry. I usually... I have to be a little close with my own healing because I only have a certain amount of it. Which I suppose you also only have a certain amount of it. I don't know. I just don't think of it.
You should. You don't have to run around here being... Kiara hears the words as she says them, but too late, they're already out of her mouth. You don't have to run around here being in pain when I can help.
It's a good point. Yes, sure. He'll ask for healing on his hands, just a little bit. Just a skosh.
Kiara refreshed some warlock slots. She's happy to help. More hand-holding.
More hand-holding!
Alright.
You can definitely dump a Cure Wounds or Healing Word, whatever you would like, into Matthias, and that will refresh some of your hit points if you're not up to full, Maddie.
Yes! Hee-hoo.
Yeah.
I have more hit points.
I will give you I'm using a pack slot on you, so you're about to get a lot of healing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't...
It's my packs...
I don't need that much.
Huh?
I don't need that much. I don't want to take your pack slots.
Yara can
okay.
just keep short resting, so...
That's true. That's just true.
Just keep taking naps.
Some of us are on a long rest schedule.
So my pack slot is 2nd level, so...
Ooh.
Get a
That'll be
2nd level
3d8.
hero. 3d8 plus 3, baby.
Do you like to roll, or should I roll?
You can roll.
Well, I didn't roll well. Sorry. But that's fine. Plus 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get 8 points of healing back. I'm almost back up to full. I rolled a 3 and 2 ones.
Oh, no.
Out of a possible 24 points in the 3d8, you got 5. As soon as you
We
said
all
it,
got... No, what happened was we got distracted being a little fruity.
We were being
that
a
what it
little
is?
fruity, and we got distracted, so it's just a little... a good portion
Well,
of the
in addition
healing
to
energy
him-
went into Kiara's eyes for a little sparkle, a little anime sparkle.
Oh my god.
Does Agnita purr?
Oh, obviously. Constantly.
What is Agnita saying as all of this hand holding is happening?
Actually, the interesting thing here is that Agnita's not really present for the whole ritual. Like, just, she's not always around, but
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is not related to your patron, what you are
Mm-mm.
doing and sanctifying at all. It's only when you use that warlock spell slot where you kind of summon and pull on her energy related to how connected you're feeling to Matthias, the, comfort of holding his hand, that you get just a little bit of well, this is nice.
Gay shit. Perfect.
It really is.
Oh,
You complete your ritual, the bubbles on your hands fade, Matthias. You are no longer
yes.
injured.
Nice. Would you like to hold on to this? I can also hold on to it. We just made it
No,
together,
I think it
so.
makes sense for you you to have it since you usually go
Yes, I'm usually
fire.
pretty close up. Yes.
There you go. I've given you a little bottle for your inventory.
A bottle for my inventory.
You can inspect it, and you'll be
A
able to
little
see what the
bottle?
description says.
Oh, it's like, okay. Well, hold on. Where's the fucking combat screen? I want to show people. Here we go. There we. Oh, I'm way off. But here, I've got my little creature. I got my little guy. So I can pick this up? Let me inspect this. Oh, I didn't go over to the combat screen. What the fuck? Here. Sorry, I made a mistake. Here. Divine water. A special vial of sanctified water. It seems to be boiling perpetually, but the container is frosted over. Oh.
Producing while playing is very difficult, and Sloane's a fucking superhero.
Thank you. This is so sick.
I can relate as I somehow have a rug in my hand.
Hell yeah.
Meanwhile, Wish is carrying a rug.
Where are you?
No, not a wish. Me.
No.
I somehow have a rug in my hand. It's flying all around this scene.
I have divine water. How do I add this to my inventory?
Help me.
Press E.
No.
I have it. It is picked up.
Oh, yeah. It's in your inventory now.
It is? Oh, can I hide it?
Yeah.
Yes, I can. I think I can. Oh,
Excellent.
fuck yeah. Nice.
Well, I think
Multiverse is cool.
Multiverse is very
cool.
cool. Shout out to One More Multiverse. Their maps are cool. Their interactions are neat. But why are there 15 rugs, Sarah?
There are a lot of
I was
rugs
trying
happening.
to move. I can't find them. Save me from this nightmare, please.
On that note, let's do a
Crawling
little
in.
bathroom break before we
Okay.
continue,
Great.
if we're cool with that.
Yes, that is good.
And
That
we'll
is
see
good
y'all
to me.
In 5.
Bye.
I literally don't know.
Hello, and welcome back to Strungers.
Stringers.
Strungers, I got my music playing. We got our misty fog. It's a good vibe. All right, you complete your ritual, tidy up, etc., etc.
Yes.
Varden and Azrael, what are you doing while Awaish is chatting on deck and this ritual is being completed after you finish your conversation?
It's muted, yeah.
I was just gonna say, Vic, you can go first if you want.
Nope. You can totally go first. I have no idea what I'm doing. I gotta think about it.
Okay. Then I think Varden is gonna go hunt for a saw.
Okay.
I'm
Asar
gonna go
has been
still hunting.
kicked out.
In a good way. In a good way.
Asar has been kicked out of the crow's nest.
Oh.
He
And now it's being squished by our DM.
He could have totally gone back up once the other two emptied the cuddle.
Oh, he's
nest.
got ADHD. He got distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go looking for Asar. He ends up in the you don't see him anywhere that you would normally look, so you think he's probably in the captain's cabin. But it doesn't seem to be locked. There's no bolt on the door.
We'll knock. Politely.
Hello.
Is it a saw?
Mhm.
Does it sound like a saw? Spartan, you got time to talk?
Oh, yeah, come in.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Drox. Love that she's doing this on the other side of the door, just like
He pulls the door open. Hi.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll just
I'm just cleaning. You can come in.
What are you cleaning?
He's Asar.
Closes the door.
He normally has this kind of like hoodie thing and this scarf that he wears. He's shirtless. He's wearing just sort of like a scarf tied around his neck, and you can see he's got not a lot of tattoos right now, but he's got a few interesting tattoos that are very different than the ones you had seen previously. So looks like he has got some tattoos that are based on the stories you guys have been telling him recently. You see two young orcs that are running away from a shop. You see a depiction of a sort of version of the mall whale that you guys had traveled into. You see a few sort of like kind of sketchy illustration type things of the sun setting, and then some like test tattoo versions of the tattoos that he had given to Kiara. So it's got some fun different ones going on right now. And he has a little feather duster in his hand.
I love him.
What's up?
Is that part of your job?
I just think I don't know if it's part of my job. I just kind of do it. Because if I don't dust things, then they get dusty.
True. Yeah. Absolutely spot on. Yeah. Love the tattoos, by the way. These are new?
Thank you. Yeah, I kind of cleaned my canvas recently, so I like to redecorate every so often.
Sorry, I just had this image of Osiris and Etch-a-Sketch. Just give him a shake.
That is
And then they
exactly
erase.
what he's like. When Asar shifts between his Selkie form and his humanoid form, the ink sort of leaves his skin so he can reset and redo his tattoos. So he
Ooh,
always
that's
has
cool.
a practice board, basically.
That's so cool.
That's why Wish told him to get rid of it when they saw the tattoo, because they knew he could.
I love that. Yeah, then I'll have to, not sure how many days left we got on this boat, but I'm gonna have to get one from you before we go.
Oh,
Love to
absolutely.
do that. Yeah.
It seems like everyone in your group is really excited about them. So, I mean, it makes me feel nice because I get to do a lot of work and hear a lot of stories. But I definitely will need to restock some supplies as soon as possible. I'm running a little bit low on some of the things I use to make the ink that allows it to have certain kinds of effects.
Is there anything I can get for you?
Gems?
Okay. I'll ask around. I don't think I have any right on me, but I'll ask. I'll see.
And glowfish, if you see any glowfish.
We've seen those.
A few of
Yeah,
them, yeah.
I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you. What did you want? Were you looking for me?
Yes. Can I see if there's those pile of rocks that Drock was using as a security system? Can I
Yes,
see if
they
that's
are
around?
off to the side.
Are they set up?
No.
Can I have a good guess at how to use them? Actually,
sure.
no. I'm just sorry. Do you know how to set those up?
Oh, the
Yeah, the shush.
Yeah.
The shusher.
Sure. He
Just-
just goes over and he stacks them up.
Gonna have to get a set of those. They're good.
They are difficult to acquire. I think we had to burn down a boat. I don't know. Yeah. But I mean, it wasn't too bad. We got a lot of cool stuff from that ship.
Some of this, I'm guessing.
Some of it. And some of it we sold to buy some of this, and some of it we traded.
Wait, sorry. Say that again.
Traded.
Traded. Oh, traded?
Yeah.
See. Anyway, sorry. I'm here because you know me, or to an extent, you know. I think Barton just takes a minute, just a second, and just breathes out, and Novel is stood there in front of him instead.
Hello
and
again.
just, Hello. So I'm wanting to tell people about this.
Yeah?
I think it is time. I know that it might be dangerous, or perhaps I might frighten some people. But knowing that you have done the same and have obviously thrived is very good for me to know. You were so happy here. I wanted to know if you would stand with me while I am doing it. While I'm telling, not against anything. I just I don't have support. You know.
Well, I understand that it might be a little difficult. I mean, your other face isn't as cool as my other face, because, like, I can swim and I'm really big and stuff. Oh, no.
Sadly, I cannot become creatures. Yes.
So
I cannot become a very cool seal. That is a downfall.
well, I mean, maybe if you practice really hard, you might learn someday.
Perhaps.
But yeah, I think I could do that. I think that sounds like a good idea. I understand. I mean, Throck told me that there's some people that should know some things and some people that maybe you shouldn't tell some things, but it's really important to have people that you can talk to about important parts of yourself. So, yeah, I understand that. If you think you're ready, I mean, I think you look really, really cool.
I just think that people will be, and then Novel opens up their mouth fully. So I think people will be a little bit freaked by this. That is all.
That doesn't hurt, right? When
No.
you like.
Just.
Well,
It's
yeah,
not
I mean, they might, but I mean, Sig's really, really brave, and they've seen a lot of scary stuff, and it seems like a lot of your group. I mean, I've heard they've been telling me some really interesting stories, and have faced some really scary stuff. And I mean, we went down into that Leviathan, and that was pretty scary. So I'm sure that it might be nice to know that you have, sometimes when you're looking at a big, like a big ship, I like to remember that we're just as scary to other people, even if we're smaller, because we have a lot of tricks up our sleeve. So maybe you could be like the trick. Make other people feel better.
Yes, I like that. The trick. That is probably very accurate.
There's one thing I'm a little worried about though.
Oh.
I don't. Sig really doesn't like when you keep secrets from them or you don't tell them the truth, and so I would want to just go and like check in with them so they don't feel like I've been hiding something from them.
Perhaps
let
that
you-
would be no. Perhaps that would be good. They do not trust me anyway, so perhaps you giving some warning may help. They think that I am up to very no good things.
Are you?
The only no good thing I am is this.
Okay.
To some people, anyway, you know.
Okay. Well, if you say so, then I will just let her know that I don't think you're dangerous, unless you want me to be like, they're dangerous, but like it's cool and good.
Cool and edgy dangerous, yes?
Yeah.
Perhaps we were to that just me, you know.
I'm gonna take away your inspiration, Sloan. Okay, I can do that. Just let me finish up dusting here a little bit. And is this a now thing? You feel like you're ready?
It is a very quiet day, so perhaps yes. And
Yeah.
if it doesn't go well, it gives me time to retreat, I guess. You know.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
sailing has been pretty smooth today, and I think things are going pretty well. So, and I always like to say, Rolls Day is a reset, fresh start. So, it's a good day.
Yes. It will
Okay.
be good. It will be good. Yes.
I'm so excited.
Good. That is good. Good to know. At least one of us is. And then just back up into bar and just shifting the clothes because it's settled strangely, being smaller and just always feels weird. There we go. Better. Did you want help? Do I have to take my shirt off to clean?
No,
Is
I
that
just don't
part
like
of the
getting
rules?
dust on my clothes. But if you can, if you want to. I mean, I can get a little sweaty sometimes, and
Yeah, I get that. Like I can actually show you where I was thinking about a tattoo, and
yeah.
just helps and pulls the shirt off, and it just like pointing to different areas.
Actually,
And
if you want to finish up here, I'll go talk to Sig. Just don't break anything.
I promise. Yes, of course. I'll be very careful. Just gently. Promise.
Okay.
Oh, the idea
I'm
that
ready.
accidentally handing the pinky with the bitten off bit and being like, wait, that one.
Cool. All right. And then takes down the stones and steps out of the captain's cabin. Where is my SR? Here he is.
So
And-
he's at your feet.
Where is Oish?
You hid them. Also, I left.
Somewhere.
There, I'm
That's
back.
fine.
Alex, I just want to say
Yeah.
I'm catching rats. That's what I'm doing.
You're catching rats. Give me. What would you use to catch rats? Maybe a net or something.
Oh no,
Psionic daggers.
I'm just grabbing these fuckers and tossing them. Like if they're
Toss it
on
up.
the deck, I'm tossing them
Fine.
in the water. If they're under, if I find them like below deck, I have a bag that I'm shoving them in.
I saw.
Okay. I saw.
This place up here looks cute, so I'm up here with the table and the mugs. Was where I was having the conversation with Throg.
Nice. Neve is doing sweeping down there, and Geezer is I don't know.
It's
Now
very
he's in
important that we
control.
have all our dolls in place before we can
Yes.
roleplay.
That's very important.
You
It
also
makes
know those
me-
like TikToks with the little like felt critters?
Oh yeah, where they like
Yeah,
put the
I don't,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it
yeah.
sounds very
first
cute.
cup of tea.
they're little kids' toys, and they make like dramatic little shows. Anyway,
We are
that.
playing a role-playing game.
yes,
And we only have 30
I'm a
more
little
minutes to
tired.
record.
yeah.
All right. Asar comes up to you and says, "Hi, Drunk. Can I talk to Wish for a moment?" And they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah." And step aside. I'm gonna go check on those two and make sure they're not getting into too much trouble, and goes over to the kobolds.
Right. Azar.
Hey, Sig. So, I have a question.
Terrifying. Yes.
You ask a lot of questions.
I do it to be terrifying.
You're very scary. Okay. So, if I knew something and then I hadn't told you for a bit because it wasn't really my thing to tell, and then I knew that you were gonna get told it, but I didn't want you to be like upset. Would you be upset at me?
Could this thing cause me harm?
I don't think so. No, I really don't think so.
Would you consider it a betrayal of trust to have kept it from me?
Well, not because it wasn't my thing to tell, and I think you would understand when it comes to like trying to protect someone else's secrets to make sure that they're safe.
Right? Then no.
Okay. I wanted to let you know that Barden told me something.
Excuse me?
And I think they're gonna tell you too. But I don't think it's dangerous. I think it could be really exciting.
Exciting things always seem to happen on the most inconvenient days.
Sailing's going really well today. Are you?
I do not want to do you the dishonor of lying to you, but I am also not comfortable with speaking to you on these things.
Okay.
Thank you.
I just wanted to tell you, they asked for me to help because they think that she thinks that I might kind of understand a little bit or just be able to like offer a little bit of support. And I try really hard to be supportive, and I don't always know the right thing to say necessarily, but I totally get not wanting to do things alone because I don't like doing things alone. I like to have company when I do fun things or stressful things or scary things. So I was like, okay, I can maybe help out and try and give some advice or something, but I just don't want my other friend to feel sad.
You are very good at that, Azar.
Thank you.
Good work today.
Yeah. I like seeing all this ice. It's new and different and exciting, and it makes me want to sketch.
All right.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I think probably soon. I don't know. So I'm gonna go check in, and then just
Just let me know when I should start making my way down.
all right. Bye.
And yeah, like literally just because they're like, that's gonna take me a while. Please give me some heads up.
Cool. Then, Barden, how do you gather your party?
Definitely finishes up in the captain's, closes everything, hasn't made sure everything is neat, put the feather duster lightly on a couch. I think what she first does is goes back to the cabin and just because the threesome little room does have a set of doors, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think what she's gonna do is just make herself look presentable, like put on a nice shirt that she hasn't worn before with everyone else, maybe ones with Soren's embroidery, puts her big scarf on, the family stuff, and what she does is she takes the sword off, unclips it all, and puts it on the bed, and puts her knife on the bed, and just puts all her weapons down. Like, okay. Then heads out into the main room. Is there anyone there?
Right
any
now, I think
friends?
everyone was
Or up
above,
on
although
deck?
Kiara and Matthias may have finished their ritual, and Vice is kind of chilling out in that area smoking.
Vice? Having fun
Yes.
there?
Yes.
Is it like, is that just a cigarette, or is that more it does things?
Sure. It's
How do you think you could handle some interesting news on this?
It's fine. It will not
Okay.
incapacitate my mental abilities. I'm just relaxing.
Okay. I have a bit of news. If you want to meet in my room in like 10 minutes, if that works for you. It's to do with the mission.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. And heads up to the deck. And
So attracted to her.
and Taz? Wait, Taz is chasing rats. How good did Taz chase those rats? I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know that.
how good did I do on the rats, Alex? What do I need to roll?
Because if you roll bad, it means because I stopped you in the middle.
Roll a d20 and add your dexterity and your proficiency.
Oh hell yeah!
Your rat catching.
I am amazing. 30 and proficiency. 3, 7. That's a natural 20 for a 27.
Nice. You catch 12 rats, which is a lot of rats to be on a ship. And find there seems to be one particularly bristled, mean old mama rat that is lurking around and chewing through a very nice bag of like grains that it takes you a while. You have a ferocious battle of wills and dexterity with this nasty rat, and then finally manage to evacuate it from the kitchen.
Awesome.
It's pretty impressive.
You didn't.
I think Barton comes up and sees me. Maybe you know what? I'm asking Frog. Should I dump these overboard, or I don't know if anybody eats rats or not. I'm not sure what to do.
Only if we're desperate.
Okay, all right. And watch him dump like a bag full of 12 rats off the side of the ship.
I've seen smaller rats than that survive a lot worse.
Those rats are gonna swim to another ship and cause havoc.
Listen.
Yep.
He'll say to front. If they survive, good on them. Just not on this ship.
It's what I think is good. Do you need anything else?
No, thanks.
Okay, boy.
Did you just throw like a bunch of rats overboard?
Yes, I told Datari I'd help with the bit of the rat problem.
Sure, they'll be fine.
Oh, Frog said. What are Frog's pronouns?
Frog uses any pronouns.
I was about to try some neo pronouns, but I was like, my brain
Frog
went
pronouns.
blank. Yeah.
George Costanza.
You know what? Yeah, Frog said Frog's seen a bunch worse things happen to rats, so I'm sure they'll be fine. Just not on this ship.
Just like clinching that moment in her mind, like, but that's okay. Changing things. Everything's been changing a bit for me. I actually have something to tell the group. So, if you want to meet in our room in 10 minutes, if that works for you. I'm gonna grab everybody. Is that okay?
Yeah, and I think he'll like reach out and touch your shoulder. Like, I don't, unless, or he'll reach
I
to
think
touch your shoulder.
I think she takes a moment and is just like, all I'm asking is for you to have an open mind, and yeah, and doesn't kind of let the hand sit and just keeps going and heads to find the next person.
Matthias accidentally rolls into the back of your legs. Rolls. There's like a couple, like 3 aborted thuds behind you, and then a very sudden crash. He was doing more sword forms. I rolled for it and I got a 3. So I think he just like loses his posture and then happens to trip over Frog and just like eats shit.
Which way you going?
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
This kind of helps pick him up. It's like, that one didn't work, did it?
That doesn't usually happen.
Let's just say it's the ship. We'll say it's the ship.
Frog.
You know, it moves.
Thank you. How are you?
I have some news for for our group. Are you free in 10 minutes in me and my room?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Do you know where Kiara is and Oish? I just need to grab everyone.
I point at Kiara and Oish. They're both on deck. They're talking to each other, actually.
Yeah. And just thank you. Thank you, Captain. Keeps going. Sorry, sir. So is what I meant to say. And just heads over to Kiara and Oish and just sort of a little bit of a healthy distance. Just like, hi. Do you guys have 10 minutes? Do you have time to
Yes.
listen to me?
And away stands up and starts moving. I'm so sorry.
Of course.
Matthias
Yeah.
passes them going down into the room.
Yeah. Let Oish go down and
Yeah, you can talk with Kiara.
Yeah.
Just
and like
the
goes
bit.
like going to Kiara and just like it's it might be a bit of a surprise. Something about me. I just it's for the best for everyone that I'm going to say this. I just hope you don't hate me after. And then like she immediately says that and is just immediately goes like that starts off.
Okay. Kiara just scrambles behind you.
Just like stop.
You
Down the
easily
stairs.
outpace a wish.
Giving away plenty of room. just
I
just
think-
heads down.
I think Kiara, you hear in your head because everybody's on deck right now. Are you worried? I'm a little worried.
Yeah, I am. I think, but it'll be good. I think she needs to get something off her chest.
Whatever it is, it'll be fine, right? And
Of course, it'll be fine.
yeah, and if the others have a problem, we'll deal with it.
Yes. We will not. We've seen what happens when we don't deal with things well, and honestly, I would rather prefer to forget
Really.
what happened on that boat ever happened.
Yeah, but also I don't even feel like we're gonna have a repeat of what happened in the temple when we found out Barden was wild touch. Like things should be fine. What else could it be? What more could it be?
maybe I don't know. I don't. It could maybe more information about that. Because
Maybe.
I think she was surprised that we didn't immediately
Hmm.
shun her. So hopefully she's just expecting the worst.
Yeah.
But it will be nothing like that.
It'll be fine. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Arden
Alright.
also obviously grabs us off. And it's just like
Yeah,
10 minutes.
I'm here.
Can you come with me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Here we are.
Mm-hmm.
We're all in the room.
Just whoever's in last, just Barden's just like, could you close the door behind you?
It's
I
a
think
bit of a
Push
tight
hands, the door
squeeze.
shut.
Nice. It's a bit of
Um,
a tight squeeze. You kind of open one of the doors so you have like the two bedrooms all connected together, but you squeeze in. All with it. There we are. I think we have everyone. Wait, where is Tazriel? Okay. There. You are all snug as a bug.
Several bugs.
Several bugs. Maybe
Many
one bug.
bugs.
Bugs.
Maybe one big bug.
Where's
one big bug.
where's the other bug?
Other bug. No.
Oh, Neve?
Yeah.
Neve is up on deck.
Oh,
Nice.
we can tell her another time, maybe.
Yeah. I was like, wait, she is gonna be traveling with us.
Yeah, we can tell her later.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I think Barden is stood opposite to everyone else. Like, I'm guessing everyone's sort of around, and she's like, okay. Thank you all for coming, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. I've been learning things about myself recently, and I realized that I'm built to withstand things more than I ever thought I could. And that's only because I've been on this journey with you, and it's things I never would have learned while I was at home. And I think if I embrace those things, that I think that I can do better for our group and for everyone as a team. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I just keep looking at Asar, just okay. So you know that I'm connected somehow to the wild, like my grr is like that. It's a bit more than that. Okay, I'm just gonna show you. Just please don't freak out. My weapon's over there. I promise I will do nothing. I wouldn't ever hurt anyone here. Just keep an open mind, okay? And just takes a moment to breathe. And everyone sees Barden shrink and grow pale, and the tail whipping out from under the now baggy trousers, and horned head, fluffy white hair that's like slicked back almost, big dark eyes, and a mouth that, as we know, can split, and big tusks. And takes a moment to look over everyone and just puts out the hand that was missing the finger, shows that it's still missing the finger. My name is Novel. I'm very sorry to have tricked you, or not tricked, to have shown you a story that is not me. But it is the only way I have survived my whole life. What you know as Barden is mostly me, except for the face. Hello, I guess. It is nice to meet you all properly. If you have any questions, please do ask. I will answer the best I can. I promise I will be truthful as long as it is to do with me.
Hi.
Hey, Kiara.
Oh, it sounds nice
Yeah.
when you say my name with that voice.
I bet it is nice to know that you are not the smallest, huh?
Yes. Can I? Can I come? And Kiara will get up and
So eager for you to, like, yes, please.
and Kiara will just gently kind of hold your hand.
Very long fingers, very cold. Like, colder than bard it
Ooh.
is. And you could see, like, veins through the very thin skin. Like bones, almost.
Is this why you're cold all the time?
As far as research, what me and my papa have discovered, I am probably not as hot as most creatures.
Oh. Kiara's just like, ooh, just playing with your hand, studying it.
Where are you from?
Skyhome? I'm from the Tomb Loft. As far as I know. I was found there.
By mountain.
I think, yes. That is what I've been told. Mountain and Siren found me.
And what did they call you? I don't mean your name.
Well, they think I am a changeling because of how I can change, I suppose. But there is not a lot of research, and from apparently I'm not like most. So,
I think Taz's breathing has gotten really loud at that point. Like, I think he's all the way, like, in the back behind pretty much everybody. And it's like, he's looking at you. Oh.
DM died.
Oh.
Okay. I was...
Pause.
Moment. Come back.
Good. Take it from Taz looks at you.
Taz is looking at you, but his eyes are clouded over. Like, y'all have seen, like, I always forget how I've described the psionic energy, but this is what it looks like moving forward. Like, it's like this, like, kind of like ethereal bluish energy that, like, he summons. His eyes are clouded over with mostly that, but there's, like, wisp of, like, gray or black in that. His hands are down to his sides, and, like, the daggers are, like, flickering in and out in his hands. Heavy breathing and just staring at you. I think it noticeably got heavier when you said changeling.
You can see as their blood vessels through their skin. You can see lines on the face, pale, dark eyes. It's not a face you've seen before, but it is alike ones that have haunted your nightmares.
Tazrael?
He's not saying anything. He's not taking a step forward. He's just lots of heavy breathing, and again, the daggers just...
Maybe we should clear the room.
Do you want me to change back? Would that be better?
Yes. Well, why don't we change back for now?
Okay. And just
Kara holds your hand, like is
Mm.
holding onto it properly.
squeezes it back. It just Novel can't smile. Their face is not built to smile, but you see that their eyes kind of lift, like an eye smile, like, and just whoop, breathes in and suddenly big again and just. Are we good?
Like me, says Asar. But kind of different. I mean, very different, because I can become a lot bigger, and they're a lot smaller than me, obviously.
Have you always
Uh,
been like this?
Always. Born.
Always the change is inherent to you?
I've always felt the need to be different. To be in a.
No, your
See?
form, the form that you showed us, that is what you have always been.
Yes. That's me. Well, that's Novel.
But you said you've been changing more as you've been with us.
I meant, being
Your
able to
abilities
breathe.
changing.
Yes, to breathe underwater is new. To be able to climb up a ceiling is very new to me. I've not
And
been
this
able
is
to
what
do
you've
that
been
before.
hiding. This is what you have felt you've had to be dishonest about.
I've been raised believing that if I was caught, that I would be dissected and destroyed and pulled apart to see how I work. So, yes, I've been hiding this.
Wish leans back after this seemingly rapid fire of questions, looking disappointed, but not threatened. Fine.
I think, like, Taz is definitely back to this point. Like, as soon as you transformed back, or maybe a little, maybe a minute or a couple seconds afterwards, like, stuff fades, and he's just looking at you as Barden, and then just turns and leaves.
Door swings open and then shuts behind him.
He just squeezes Kiara's hand.
Where I am from, there are some that are like you.
Really?
They are few and far between. But I think in many places you would not be trusted.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
That sucks.
It is quite a sight to see a Rajling hold a wild-touched hand.
I don't. And Kiara turns to you, Novel, and says, I'm not here to judge you because of what you look like. That's a shitty thing to do.
I've never taken.
Some would say that in some ways I am watched, but the words of men are often quite misleading.
Sadly, the words of men are very well heard and very well documented.
Well,
Doesn't mean they're
hard.
correct.
Well, I agree that it's not the appearance that is reviled. but the actions.
I've never taken a face that belonged to anyone. My stories are all mine. I would never borrow someone else's. That's not fair. They're still living theirs. I think the worst I've done is maybe play a few pranks. But that was with Siren.
No, I think that you and I should have a conversation. As for, I don't think now is the best time to do it, but I would like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
I think that I'll excuse myself.
Just before you go, no one else can know. Not for me, but for my dad.
Oh, I would say not. No. You should keep.
Because he could
keep this
be very
face.
hurt. No, I mean, just no one else can know because, if he was found harboring a wild touch, at the very least.
I am very aware.
Siren's influence can only do so much. Yes, if people would like to, it's up to you. Thank you for
I'll
listening.
find you later to speak with you. And
Thank
he's
you.
going to turn and leave as well.
Asar kind of gives you another thumbs up and says, "Nice. I think that went well."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't get attacked, which is what I've heard is worse.
Kara's just frowning at the idea of that.
I think the pre-warning is nice. I've, been underwater and kind of like shifted, and there were some merfolk, and they were like, and they didn't know it was coming, and they were like, ooh, and they came after me. So I didn't get to kill them before. Yeah.
Oish,
What?
any other questions? I suppose. Or
I am quite relieved that you are not planning to kill us in our beds.
it definitely wasn't in the plan.
Maybe later.
Okay. Kiara, do you want to go? Or do you need some space?
No, I want to see everything you can do.
Varden's face just breaks out into a beam of relief and thankfulness, and she's just like, I actually wanted to be myself for a bit, so that actually works.
Oh, come here. I need to hug the real you. Come here.
I would like to see that as well.
I love just as soon as she says, like, I want to hug the real you, just tears, just big Ghibli style tears, just, okay. And just shifts down and just right around her middle, because Novel is that small that just nuzzling into Kiara's neck, just entirely, like, even their tail just winding around your calf. And just
I'm
squished.
going to go because crying makes me uncomfortable when I am high, so I'm...
Oish nods and follows Vice, and as they are going out, you hear Oish say, "Give me some of that."
Nice.
And let's end the episode there. I think that was a fun little moment.
Yes. Hell yeah.
We will see the aftermath of this reveal, but it has been a year, and it is nice to meet Novel. We also have some art for Novel that we will get to show.
Oh, we'll show it
everyone.
later.
So much
We'll show it
later.
I can do
Yeah,
announcements and everything at the end of the episode, so we don't need to go through any of that. We can just end
Hell
it.
All right.
yeah.
And bye.
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 Hello. There it is. Jesus Christ. So sorry. Yes, it's the voice of Sloan. It is the voice of Sloan. I'm gonna do a couple of little guys. I will raid Starlight Tales. Hi. First of all, Soundtail. Thanks so much. Fucking find us on YouTube. Thanks for watching the episode. Oh, fuck. Thanks for watching the episode. Sorry, I'm trying to raid. Oh, Starlight. Fuck. Tails. Please? Okay, alright, we're good. Anyway. Yeah, find us on YouTube and Twitter, and, obviously you already found us on Twitch. Hello. Thank you so much. Saw this recommended to me and joined just at the end. Oh no, Kirby, I'm so sorry! But it's okay, it's alright, we're gonna hang out. We'll hang out at some point. Yes, good, okay. Y'all go talk to the Starlight Tales, give them a little what's up. You can find all our past episodes on YouTube. And you can get notifications from us on Twitter. Thanks so much for vibing. Go say hi to the Starlight Tales crew. And have a good, what day is it? Saturday. Bye!